Headspace. Popping on to do a quick reading. And my hair looks crazy because I got caught in the rain again today. So, let's see what we have for the collective. There's no time period for this. It's for whenever you see it. That's when you're meant to see it. Oh boy. Okay. I guess we have some messages coming out here. I still have availability for some readings, so if you're interested and want to tap in on a more personal level, you can go right on the website and book in. Also doing a option where you can do like a intuitive guidance session as well. So all the info is on the website, headspacenj.com. Let's see what we have for the collective. How's everyone holding up? We had our full moon last week. We had the eclipse last week. We're still in Mercury retrograde for a few more weeks. So a lot of energy happening, a lot of cycles breaking, a lot of old things coming back, patterns, people, all that good stuff. It's been fun. So yeah, let me know. All right, let's see what we have here. Where shall we start? All right, so it's feeling like, all right, it feels like there's definitely been a lot of emotional healing happening lately for everyone in this collective, or most in this collective. A lot of emotional healing, a lot of spiritual healing, a lot of, just feel like a lot of patterns and cycles have been like coming back around that you are being like kind of faced with, and I think you're realizing that like you're kind of moving about things differently. You're not reacting the same way, you're not moving the same way, you're not thinking the same way, and I think it's because you've been going through like this healing process for a while, and you're really just starting to realize like that, I guess like the change from it, or the after effects, or the, you know, the whole process is like now you're starting to see the work that's been done. I think a lot of you are trying to receive in a new way. I think a lot of you, especially for like love and relationships, you're trying to move in a different way. You're trying to receive in a different way. I think a lot of you are realizing like the old emotional shit that you've gone through, and like how it's affected you and how it's shaped you and how it's formed you and made you who you are today. But also at the same time, like letting go of a lot of that too, not allowing it to dictate your future anymore, or control your feelings. It's like you're kind of accepting it and moving on, and like you're okay with it now more so than you were. Maybe not all of you are completely, but it feels like you're really, you know, just kind of like releasing a lot of that, and it just feels like it's happening naturally. It's not like you're really like putting in the work, like I don't see you doing like a workshop or a workbook, or, you know, like, I mean, obviously I think you had intentions of doing this, but you are just trying to like move on in your life, and it just happens to be in a different way than how you've done it before, and you're just like starting to recognize it, and you're starting to recognize also like that if you were to respond or react or move in the way that you used to, like it just doesn't even feel right. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like you even want to. You're kind of exhausted doing it that way. So it's like, no me importa, and you're not into it. You don't care. I feel like also there's a lot because of like the cycle that you're in and everything. It just feels like there's some debt being paid off. I feel like for some of you, you're in the midst of paying off the debt though, which sometimes sucks. So I just feel like it's also like a final closing out. So I feel like you might have situations pop up that you've gone through in the past and that you would have responded to or reacted to in a different way. And I feel like it's almost like the universe kind of like testing to see if you're ready to move to the next level. I think a lot of you are really at that point where you're ready to be moving to the next level. I think you have gotten a lot of the lessons and you're like over it. So I just think that a lot of like karmic and energetic things are kind of like moving their way through, allowing you to either karmically like clear out that debt or to have the opportunity to start moving in a different way, truly. So I feel like that's coming through as well. I think a lot of you are focusing on healing and being healed. I think you're like conscious of this at this point in your awakening of like, you're going through a healing phase right now. You know that there's things that you need to work through, things that you want to work through, things that are just coming up that you just almost even forgot about. But I think you are aware of like the healing that you're going through right now and that you have been going through. And I think you've kind of woken up to it and realized like, oh, this has been going on for longer than I realized. And like, I just see there's like a lot of piecing things together. Or like things are like starting to reveal themselves in a different way. I think you're also really like starting to feel more comfortable stepping into being your true authentic self again. I feel like this has been something that like goes in waves, right? So it's like you kind of like get on this energetic high and you're like, yeah, fuck it. Like I am who I am. I feel good in my skin. I know who I am. And like you really rep it. And people see that, and I think some people even will say like, oh my God, you look different, you look so good, you look lighter, you know, whatever. And then like the healing process continues and you kind of like pull back in, retreat, hibernate, whatever, or you just are like, wait, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know who I am, like, and then you kind of like pull your energy back in. I think you're in that space right now, or you're coming into that space where you're like, yeah, I am who I am. I feel good. I'm repping myself. I just feel like you have confidence. You're feeling good in your skin. You're feeling like you know who you are and you're ready to like show that. So I feel like that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. I think that's what spirit and universe, like they want that. They're guiding you towards that. They're like, yes, like this is, you know, like be who you are and like, this is how you're going to call in what you're wanting to call in. I think you're also stepping into this energy where you're realizing more that like you do have the power. You are able to control the situations energetically to a certain, you know, point. And if not, you're able to control your feelings and the way that you react. And that is kind of making you feel more empowered, I think, as well. But Spirit's definitely telling you like you do have the power and you are able to resolve, you know, these situations. Like you have the answers within you and like you got this, you can do it. I feel like also a lot of you are with this confidence and everything. It's all just kind of like tying in together. It's funny. That you're becoming like a little bit more assertive in who you are. You're speaking up for yourself more. You're setting firmer boundaries. I think this goes back to the healing that you've been doing too, where you're just like, I don't have the patience or the time or the want to, you know, let people walk all over me or respond the way I used to or chase or whatever. And I think boundaries are really like something that you guys are, using and focusing on and like you're becoming more comfortable with. I think you're realizing like boundaries are non-negotiable now. And you're really starting to just like speak up for yourself more. So that feels really good. I also think for a lot of you, you are like, as you step into all this energy and you're letting go of shit energetically, I think like taking care of your physical body and like being out in nature, watching what you're eating, not necessarily like, again, on a diet, but just like being more intuitive with what you're putting into your body. I think a lot of you are feeling more sensitive to your physical body as well, and noticing that you do need to be outside. You need to be putting your feet in the earth, hugging trees. I think you're even if you haven't started, you're just being more mindful of like, oh, I should drink more water, or I don't really want to eat as much sugar or processed foods. Like, you're just noticing that your body doesn't feel good, your mind doesn't feel good, and you just want to like feel good. So I think as you're doing this healing and this emotional healing and in this phase of your awakening, you know, as you're upgrading and leveling up energetically, your body, your physical body also is kind of following suit with that. So that also makes sense. This is very like in a row, like it's all very connected, this reading. It's interesting. Let's see what else we have here. So definitely feel like you guys are feeling more grounded, or you're going to start to feel more grounded, more stable, more rooted. I think a lot of you have for a while just felt like all over the place. Nothing was really settled. You didn't feel settled. There was parts of your life that you weren't happy with, and maybe you've made some changes, or you've made like an internal decision that you're going to be making changes. And I just feel like you're feeling more stable, more grounded, more focused. I think you also are realizing that like you do have the information that you need within you. Like, you have the answers. You can trust yourself. You can trust your intuition. I think you're realizing that your intuition is like more on point and maybe like stronger than you'd realized, or it's like you're tapping back into it. Sometimes, you know, you're brought offline for a little bit while you're going through a healing just so that you can focus on the healing. And I feel like now it's like coming back, but like you're recognizing it in a different way. So that is feeling good. Again, yeah, I just feel like there's definitely some parts of you that are being released. You are feeling good. Your energy's feeling lighter. I just see like a lot of like bright white light around you guys as well. Like, you're just shedding old shit and stepping into this new version of yourself, this more healed version of yourself. I think your tower moment is like officially over. I think like everything has crumbled. You have started to build the foundation. Like, I think it's like it's in the past. Like, you've also like, it's like you're looking at pictures of it. Like, it's not, it's like a memory now. It's not, you're not like fully living in it anymore. I think you have put the work in to like build a foundation, or even if you're in the process still of building this foundation, but like you've already, like it's already been started. I think a lot of you are finding like peace in your living situation, even if it's not the perfectly ideal situation or place or whatever. Like, you've figured out a way to find peace in it for now, and you know that in the future there is something that is going to be a better fit for you, and that you are working towards, that you're manifesting, that you're trusting, you know, the universe is co-creating with you. So that feels good. I do feel like there is maybe some type of information coming in for you guys that is going to help you on the next like part of your path. I think this is going to be something related to like a 3D thing. So it's not going to be like a, you know, energetic download or, you know, something like that. I think this is going to actually be information about a 3D like situation. So maybe it is a house, maybe it is a job, maybe it's just like showing you the path that you're going down. There definitely is some type of relationship coming through for some of you in the collective. Because I got a lot of relationship cards right here. So it could be something to that effect as well. It could be something to the effect of like, maybe someone reveals their feelings to you is something that's coming through. Maybe you kind of feel in the dark about this relationship. It feels like someone that, I mean, obviously you probably already know. I feel like this is something that they might have come in quick. It might have been like a lighthearted energy. Maybe it wasn't so serious. It was like fun and, you know, like, I don't know. I see like whistles and bells and stars. I don't know. And then I feel like now you're seeing like a more grounded, like serious side to them, a more like loyal side. It feels like they are wanting to put in more work, wanting to be more, again, serious. Like it's more like grounded energy. It's not this like floaty flying in energy, like flying in, flying out. It's more grounded. It's more stable. It's more serious. It feels like they are like paying attention to you more. They're watching you more. They're observing you more. Whereas before, maybe they were just like in and out. Again, the beginning energy feels really flighty, really like, you know, maybe it was like very casual. You were just hooking up or talking or you'd run into each other, but it wasn't like, I don't know, now it feels like there's going to be a shift in the energy if it hasn't already, where they are like grounding and they are stepping into a more stable, solid energy. I do see a relationship with this person coming in. I feel like I got both of the like relationship cards too. So I see a partnership. I see something that is more around love and affection and even give and take. There's happiness. I see experiences together. I feel like this is not just like a casual thing. It's going to turn into something that is more solid, more stable, more even give and take, where you both know, you know, what the other person is feeling. I feel like this person, maybe when they came in, they didn't have intentions of having feelings, and now maybe over time they've developed feelings. I feel like they're observing because they don't necessarily know what your feelings are. So, because it almost feels like when they came in, they were maybe more chatty, they were more like open energetically, and now it feels like they've almost kind of like become a little bit more reserved in their energy. And it feels like it's because they're kind of watching and observing to be like, are you into me too? Like, I know we started off like casual, or like it didn't start off very quickly in that way, but like now it's like, wait a minute, like what are your vibes? Because I think my vibes have changed, and I think maybe yours have too, but I'm not sure. It's kind of what I'm picking up. So I think that I want to pull a couple more cards on this. Actually, it's a little interesting. Like, who's gonna speak up? I feel like someone's gonna say something, or some kind of information is gonna come in about this, where you both are going to be on the same page and understand what is going on. Okay. So I feel like someone is going to, this person is definitely loyal or can be loyal. Like when they're in a relationship, it seems like they are loyal. They're in it. Like golden retriever vibes. I feel like they are very attentive. They can be playful. They want to watch you and play with you and protect you and all that. I definitely see like maybe one or both of you are kind of like still like shedding some things from maybe past relationships or this emotional energetic healing thing that you're going through. But I just feel like there's a little bit more shedding to do before maybe all of this like comes together. But like I said, I definitely like this person is watching you and observing you, not in like a creepy way, like in an okay way. And I feel like they are going to like either send you a message or give you some type of information, or conversation is going to be had where, you know, like you guys do express both feelings, and I think you're gonna both realize that you're kind of like on the same page or interested in like seeing where this goes further. But I do see an offer coming through for a partnership. And I feel like this person is going to be offering to you. I don't think you're going to have to offer to them. You might have to clarify your feelings with them, but I think they're going to offer to you to take it to the next level. I see them also coming in and like offering their energy and their time and their heart, and they seem like someone that is going to want to like take care of you and provide for you, not necessarily like, you know, pay all your bills or anything, but provide you with security, provide you with love, affection, protection. I don't know if I said that, but that's what I feel like is coming through on that. So yeah, that is the reading I have. Definitely let me know if this resonates. I feel like the readings have been a little interesting. This one seemed to be like more specific. I don't know if this is exactly for everyone, but I'm just curious if this resonates and how it resonates with whoever, because it's a little interesting reading. So yeah, and if it did resonate and you want to tap in on your own personal, you know, version, message me, DM me, or you can go right on the website and book in. I do have pre-recorded readings available now, so within 48 hours of booking, I'll send you a link. You can watch it and have your own reading. So, all right, guys, have a good whatever time of day it is for you, and I will see you in a few days.